You have everything. What are you waiting for? Head towards the chancel and find a way into the laboratory. Inside, you should be able to produce the tonic via Agrippa. I see you have all the orb pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vire's tonic before attempting to mend the orb, there might still be a chance for you to save me. Please, my fate is in your hands. Looks like you cleaned out the choir. Head for the transept and find the rest of the orb pieces. Ah, you again. Daddy, good to see you. How are things coming? Was there something else? Thank you. You have my gratitude. My name is Agrippa. Who might you be? Daniel? Like the prophet thrown into the lion's den? Tell me, are you among the lions, Daniel? You want to stop Alexander? Oh my! So Babylon shall fall, you say? You worry too much. Alexander is toothless without an orb. He has one. That's not very promising at all. The sanctum is basically impenetrable, but guessed by an orb. It could be breached by another, but Alexander broke his, my orb, a long time ago. Really? Well, if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken orb and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak madness, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the choir and the transept. You should be able to find them there. So, the laboratory is locked. That is unfortunate. But it can wait. Find the orb pieces and the ingredients for Vire's tonic. We'll have to deal with the laboratory door later. I see you have found some orb pieces, but there should be more. Alexander would most likely keep them close to torture contraptions. Check the choir and transept for more. What lever? Oh, that one. So many of Alexander's things are breaking down. Look around. Maybe the other room. There are machine parts hidden all over this place. You'll find a way to fix it. Who, me? I'm Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. I was once quite important, you know. Baron Alexander has sustained my soul in this dead husk for years. Who knows how many? Hundreds, I presume. Alexander is quite impressive in many ways, but he has grown impatient. Why me? I'm the next best thing. Alexander really wanted none other than Johann Weyer. You never heard of Johann Weyer? Mein Gott, boy. He's probably the greatest man in history, and you don't know him? Or is it the world who has forgotten him? Weyer was my pupil. My pupil. Yes, I do take pride in that fact. Is it so wrong? I found a Mithraeum once, one which had not been plundered. Do you know Mithraism? I suppose it doesn't matter. It is an old faith, building temples out of caverns. The dark walls being the universe, and inside are its followers. Humans watching the sky slowly turn. But the followers do have one thing to allow them a real sense of connection to creation. The orbs. Not many orbs are left. They sometimes consume themselves, or break, when used by an uninitiated. I was lucky. The orb I found spared my life and returned to where I found it. I know because Alexander took it and brought it to Brandenburg. Weyer was a brave man and dared to proceed where I did not. He unearthed a number of cavern temples and gathered a whole collection of orbs. But, unlike every other finder since the fall of the Mithraean faith, he was able to unshackle the horror you and I connected with the orbs. He used them and was able to travel far and wide, beyond the world itself. Me, powerful, not the way I hoped for. I've done all that I can to escape this prison, but now I use all my strength merely to stay alive. My pupil, Johann Weyer, said he'd found a way to take me with him beyond the stars. But I was too afraid to come along. Silly, really. And now, all I can do is regret it. I've always hoped Weyer would return and give me a second chance. But so does Alexander. That's why he keeps me here, as a hostage, hoping Weyer will reveal himself. You're a good boy, Daniel, and I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of. You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around. You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it. Daniel, I hate to bother you further, but if you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. I mean, look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Weyer, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help me. A recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic to free me from this husk of mine. You seem to have found all the orb pieces used in the transfer. Go to the choir and find the rest. Incredible! You found Weyer's recipe. Then there might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another world. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate, Daniel. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic Weyer describes. And do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the orb, you won't be able to save me.
Help me. Pull the switch next to me, please.
You did it! Thank goodness! Now, pay attention. First, feed me the tonic, and then use the saw to remove my head. As the tonic begins to work, you'll be able to cut off my head without taking my life. Then, take my head and bring it with you as you enter the gate Alexander is opening in the inner sanctum. What do you mean? Why wouldn't you enter the gate? We can't argue now. You need to act. Quickly, off with the head. And then, whatever happens, get me through that gate. What are you doing? Time is running short. Hurry, you'll find everything you need in the laboratory. Daniel, I thought I'd lost you. The castle trembled and I could hear the chancel collapse. The laboratory might be accessible now. Make haste. You're more than ready to make the tonic. Go on. You should find everything you need in the laboratory. Don't get ahead of yourself. First, we need the tonic.
There he is. Do you see him, Weyer? He deserves so much more. Please, help him. I know you can. Don't worry, Daniel. It will be all right.